Hi, I'm Pip, I'm a second year student and I'm going to tell you about the best music venues in Bournemouth. Bournemouth is well known for its nightlife, which means there are a ton of music venues you can go to. I'm going to give you my top 3, which vary in size and price, and then some honourable mentions. Number 1 is the Bournemouth International Centre, or the BIC. This is Bournemouth's biggest music venue, although it's not just used for gigs. The BIC's Windsor Hall apparently has capacity for about 6,500 people. It's super easy to get to via Bournemouth's bus services. You can get the 4, which stops right outside, or any other bus that goes to Bournemouth Square, and then walk for about under 10 minutes and you'll get there. I've been to 2 gigs recently at the BIC. Number 1 was the Kaiser Chiefs, in which I was seated, and this is what my view looked like. Number 2 was 1975. I was standing for this gig and this is what my view looked like. My tickets for the 1975 cost about £50 and I was really happy with that. I was almost expecting it to be more. It is a really big venue and a lot of big names come here. Some other examples are Scouting for Girls, Ollie Murs, Florence and the Machine. So if you're standing, there is a likelihood that you're going to be quite close and quite squished to people, but there is the option to sit down. Getting home, in my experience, a lot of gigs finish at 10 or half 10, which means there's plenty of buses to run to Lansdowne, to Winton, to uni, and if need be, in Bournemouth Square there's a taxi rank you can use. Number 2 is the O2 Bournemouth, which is actually in Boscombe. It still has a lot of big names come there, like the Sugar Babes, Sam Ryder, and in July I'm going to see Hosier there. I haven't been there yet before, but I will do at the end of this year. My tickets for Hosier cost about £40, which I was really happy with. And compared to the BIC, its capacity is about 1,800 people, so it's definitely not as big, but one of the bigger venues in Bournemouth. The only difference in getting to the O2 is that you might have to take 2 buses if you're from Winton or from around the Bournemouth University area. You can take any bus to the station and then walk to Lansdowne in front of Zephyr, and then you can get the M2 straight into Boscombe. It's in the middle of the high street, so it's quite a nice place to find, especially if you've been to Boscombe before. It's roughly the same with getting home. If you finish around 10, half 10, or even a bit later, there should definitely still be buses running that you can get home, or there's a taxi rank at the station. Number 3 is the old fire station. You may have been there for a club night or 2, but they also do gigs. The old fire station does its gigs in main room and the capacity for that is 500 people. A lot of artists have come to do intimate tours there. So for example, Youngblood, we had Sigrid and Tom Walker. The old fire station is the cheapest of all the options. If you just want to go out and see a gig, tickets probably range from about £10 to £30. Obviously this is depending on who you're seeing. When I saw Sigrid on her intimate tour, it was her and 2 other people on stage. It was beautiful, it was just her and her guitar, and it was really intimate like she'd planned. This is what my view from the old fire station has looked like every time I've been. The old fire station is super easy to get to, and if you've been there before you already know how. There's a bus stop right outside called Cotlands Road, and you can get pretty much any bus from Winton there. Obviously if you're in Lansdowne you could just walk across the road, and the buses run as late as everything else. Some honourable mentions of places that do cheap or free live music are O'Neill's, Post, Chaplin's, Anvil and the Firkin Shed. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you're excited for your gigs.